Good morning, black women. I just had to come and say kudos to the young black women in their 20s, early 30s, right? For realizing that a man is not a plan and a man is not something you put your life in risk of, right? He's supposed to be supplemental to whatever you want to do in life and whatever you're trying to get out of life. Get your own money, have your own lifestyle, have your own goals, careers, achievements, etc. Now, I was watching this Priscilla Boyle video today entitled, I'm looking at it right now, right? A white nigga said this. A old, wrinkled, balls having, low dick swinging, look like his testicles about to hit the fucking floor, wrinkly skin like this nigga just underwent a fucking, what do you call that when they take the fat reduction out and you got all that saggy, loose hanging skin. This is what this motherfucker look like. And this video was called I Can Have Younger Black Women Now That I'm Older and Affluent. So this white, crusty fucking slave catcher felt like just because he got a little bit of money, any young, I'm talking about young black women. He's looking at 19, 20, 21. This nigga got to be everything at 70, 75, right? Who wants the crypt keeper or a fucking corpse fucking on them? Y'all got to tell me, because I mean, being a woman and I'm an older woman, I don't fuck with older dudes like that because their bodies look fucking torn up and disgusting after a certain age. So I can only imagine the horror these young girls are going through when they got a fucking corpse fucking on them. It's so disgusting. It's crazy. But this is what this white motherfucker said. Because y'all been out here listening to Shara 7 and all the rest of these women who are lying about everything they know. But you don't want to listen to me. You think I'm hating. You think I'm all this. When I'm trying to tell you the absolute truth, right? Those bitches are losers in their own right. They are. I have seen y'all investigate a motherfucker upside down on this app. And you still listening to her bullshit advice? When is it going to click? 20-something, y'all, only lasts for 10 years. Within those fucking 10 years, you were supposed to be setting the foundation of the rest of your life with education, obtaining money, and looking towards the future for the rest of your life. That little bullshit decade of time can be the determinant of whether you have a good life or your life is fucked up for eternity. So when you out here popping pussy for old ass corpse niggas that is only going to hit you off a little bit because he doesn't really think you're worth it. He's playing you like you're a prostitute. You really need to understand that in order to win this game, not only do you have to be beautiful and make motherfuckers pay for your worth, and so by understanding what I just said, that means all black males are out of the question, because they never show black women any respect and they don't feel you have any human worth. So you need to know that. But for every other dude, he needs to be paying for everything about you. And when you're with him, you need to have your own stuff and you need to be able to take care of yourself. So wherever he's taking you, you need to be returning to your own apartment, your own home, whatever it is. And you should have your own keys to everything you should have. Car, wherever you live. That's what should be going on. And you should stop believing in fantasies, because there is no such thing as Prince Charming. There is no man of any race ever coming to you to take care of everything you need in your life, and you never have to worry, work, or wonder about anything again. That shit does not exist in any woman's reality. Men are fucking twisted, and y'all should know this by now. You have had hundreds of years of the influence of religion fucking these dudes' brains up to the point where they think the only thing women are good for is fucking, having babies, and feeding them. And cleaning houses. You're literally a maid that gives them a baby. You already know this shit. So, once again, I commend all of you young women who are not out here selling yourselves to old motherfuckers who only gonna give you a little bit of money, right? And then have nothing to show for it. Y'all buying fucking bags and silly shit, but are you putting your money away for the future so that while you're trying to actually live a real life, you have a cushion to fall back on when you need to cushion areas of your life? I'm very happy that you guys are waking up. I just would like to see more of you doing it. And for young black women especially, because I don't care about nobody else now, I want y'all to get off of this selling yourself to dudes to get things. Because you're going to fuck around, catch AIDS or catch HIV, which turns to AIDS, and you're going to be living a limited death sentence, okay? So, just, why is it so hard for every black woman to understand that you come first? And niggas of any kind are always dead last and never to be a priority. The other thing, young girls, as you move away from all these ridiculous fucking advice givers and relationship gurus, right? Start heading towards the black women in tech. Start heading towards the black women in engineering so that you make over $100,000 a year so you could live that life without any nasty, old, disgusting, saggy balls having motherfucker pulling on you, touching you, or expecting to do something with you. That shit makes me want to throw up right now. It really does, okay? And so the same way y'all had all that energy to put that negative stereotype out there about black women, please y'all work twice as hard to turn that shit around to young black women in their 20s and early 30s. They're out here educated, on the grind, getting their own money and looking for the future or looking towards the future. They're not out here popping pussy and selling ass. Because what are you getting out of that, really? Not a goddamn thing, but a whole bunch of STDs and a problematic fucking probably sociopath. Anyway, y'all, listen, I gotta get back to work. I'm over here working at home and watching videos all day. It's a bad habit of mine. But I did like the fact that in this video, many of the girls are waking up. And seriously now, on an emotional part where I'm concerned for your health and safety, it is very good that you guys wake up and that you're not, falling into this, I gotta sell myself to have something shit. Because please don't forget that no one has a crystal ball. Most people don't walk around with pedigrees on their forehead to tell you exactly what you're dealing with. And at no time do you want to end up like some of our black women who have been killed in the most horrific ways by black femicide, or horrifically killed by white dudes that have a desire just to kill a woman like they did Sade Robinson. So, or the serial killers that were running around in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, going after young black women in their 20s who actually had a dungeon in their basement of terror. And that one black woman out of the, I think it was like 7 black women that white dude had chained up like animals in his basement, she was the only one to escape. And by the time the police got there, all those other women were dead. So this world is not a joke for you young black women. It is, you can have your fun. But the way I think and feel about it is you need to be out here having your fun, carrying your fucking weapons, spending a lot of your time learning personal self-defense so that if you're ever caught in a situation where it's you versus them, you end up the victor. You end up beating that ass to get out of there, and you also carry your knives and guns on you the way you need to ensure more of your safety. Because it's really that type of world out here. You have to think about it. You have all these black dudes talking down about black women's humanity and their character 24 hours a day on YouTube. And you have the rest of the world, and mostly the rest of the men of the world, beginning to accept the same philosophy and mentality these hating ass anti-black women, black males have. And unless you start coming onto YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and everything else, and giving a strong pushback against that shit, and making your own videos to say, fuck you, that's not who we are, and nobody's going to be out here taking advantage of us, the hate for us grows in society. So even though it is a wonderful thing that many black women are moving away from all this roster dating, serial dating, and fucking old men for money, pussy popping, and all the rest of that stuff, you still have to be practical. All right? But your first priority is self-preservation. Say it with me now. Self-preservation comes first before the need of relationship, to fulfill the feeling of belongingness. All that shit is pushed aside when it comes to your safety. So yes, I'm very happy that you guys are out here changing the script, and it's too much sun glare, sorry about that. But you guys are changing the script, and you're out here doing what you got to do for yourself. But now I want you to start protecting yourself and realizing that everybody that smiles in your face is not always kind. And they're more than likely a fucking devil or a monster just waiting for the first opportunity to best you when you're not looking or not prepared. You know these motherfuckers love sneak attacks, right? So keep that in mind, right? The sun is just not on my side today. Keep that in mind. Stay young, stay bright, stay prepared. That's all I can tell you. But I'm seriously loving this video because I love to see black women, young, beautiful, smart, self-reliant, and also very much in the self-defense mode. I fucking love it. I mean, people cannot take advantage of you if you don't allow them. And the last thing that I'm going to say before I go is that I really love how a lot of the women are coming out now and telling all of the black women, the young black women, please stop listening to these older women who are these Bible thumping, you must listen to your husband, let your husband lead, and all that bullshit. I'm so glad to see more black women telling young girls that is not what you should do. Fuck religion. Fuck all of that shit about gender roles and people telling you that you're supposed to be subservient to a person who does not have your best interest, but is only interested in humbling you to make you worship them or be equivalent to their pet or their servant. When you are in a functional marriage, right? Because I was in 2 dysfunctional marriages, so I can tell you, right? There is a level of adult respect, which is something you never hear a lot of people talking about. When a man and a woman come together, it's not natural. It is taught to us by society, right? Okay. But if there is no mutual respect for each other, there is no compromise, there is no good communication and respect of each other, there will be no decent marriage, relationship, nothing. That dude is going to get to the point where he feels like he is entitled to do to you whatever he wants, and he will begin to exercise that feeling of opinion. So don't fall for it, young black women. Do not. Just take a look around at all the miserable older black women that are out here going to church every day with the bruises going up their back and arms and down their legs underneath their long shirts and long skirts. And those that try to cover up the black eyes with sunglasses and always try to make it seem like when the little girls are sexually assaulted that it was her fault because she was fast. And what is that shit they used to tell us when we were in church? Oh, pull your dress down below your knees because you as a little fucking girl, as if, what the fuck? You don't want to tempt the men or the priest. What? By saying that, I could go off into another video, because when I think about where my people are from in Louisiana, these motherfuckers just put the 10 Commandments into the public schools, and now they're trying to pass a law where priests that molest children can't be prosecuted for it. That's another video, but let me tell y'all something. If women don't start waking up and start getting out here yelling, screaming, and letting society know we're not fucking going for this, we're not going for you trying to come after our children. They're slowly trying to make it where pedophilia will become legal. I forget. I think it is like Oklahoma or Texas, somewhere where they actually the age of consent to fuck a child in one of those states is like 10 or 12. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't give a fuck about the law. If anybody tries to fuck my 10 or 12-year-old girl, I'm going to kill that motherfucker. Period. Point blank fucking period. I don't give a fuck what no law says. You come after my child, I'm coming after you. End of story. Okay? So anyway, like I said, that's another video, but my mind just went that way and I had to let it out because I am very passionate about young black women. Black women, period, but especially passionate about my young women because they are our future. And if they're fucked up, we're fucked up. So, yes, I'm loving it. Black women keep coming out in droves, giving our young sisters all the information they need to help change this world into something better than what the fuck it is now. And young black women, you are not missing anything by staying selfish. That's what I want you to do. Staying so self-absorbed that you don't give a fuck about any dude walking by you, because if you waste your life with marriages and relationships, you're gonna really find out why all those women are so bitter, so angry, hateful, and jealous, and want to pull as many other young women into that web of misery as they can. You don't want to be one of them bitches. Stay away from all them old black bitches in the churches every day, always talking about religion, pumping the Bible, talking about what a woman's role is. Stay away from them. They're not going to give you no good advice. They're going to set your life up for nothing but abuse and misery, because that is the pill they have swallowed. They believe they have been born and put here to be abused. I, however, do not. I believe I've been put here to live my most fabulous fucking life, and I will be doing that. My best fucking life, as you guys used to say. Like, I have to put the video up. I just came back from Missouri visiting the military base. In August, I'm going to London. After that, I'm going to a few more places. And you should be doing the same. Work to enjoy your life. Live to enjoy your life. What everybody else does, that don't concern you. If she want to sit there, have 5 babies and get beat every day, and have her children sexually molested, call the cops on that bitch, CPS, and keep it pushing. Okay? That's what I'm telling you to do. Let's get off all of these fucking relationship platforms. Let's get on to real life young black women. I commend you 1,000 fucking times, 1,000 times for your great progress in choosing yourself. I'm so glad you got here, and I can't wait for the rest of y'all to show up. Oh my goodness. I'm going to finish enjoying this video because I was sitting over here feeling so good watching the young women talk about how I ain't listening to her. I was like, yes, girl. I don't want you to listen to her, because she wants you to be somewhere in wherever you live in some corner crying because somebody done just got finished beating your ass or telling you what you can't and don't deserve and talking to you like shit, and got your children in the next room hugging on each other, shivering, screaming, and crying. You don't need no life like that, girl. This beautiful black skin that we have been born into is an example of your majesty. How do you say the word? Majesty or majestic fucking privilege on the face of this earth. And it is about time you go out here and you actually start acting like you are the royalty you born to be, and live that life. And sometimes that life don't include no men. And you may learn in the future that it is better that way. Let me tell you, there's a woman I know. She's pretty old now, but she's still around. And when I was younger, I used to always wonder, right, when I would go back home and visit Shreveport, why she never got married, why she never had kids. But this lady always had every fucking thing nobody else had. And now I understand it. She understood the lesson that no one was telling or teaching back then, right? Is that when you have a man-free or male-free life, the world just kind of like opens up to you. And you have the most adventure. You're filled with places and spaces in your life with people who actually love you. I mean, like, love you harder than your family will love you. Help you. Open you up to shit. Show you stuff. Give you stuff. It's just amazing. And the other thing I noticed about those women too, they never look their age. This woman I'm talking about, she's damn near 100. And she don't look it. So it's like, it's a stress reliever in a nutshell. While it opens up the door to so much happiness and comfortability. All right, I'm done because I'll be talking all day talking about this because I'm just too happy and I can't wait for this to become a trend. I'm loving this because all of this is actually an extension of 4B. You know, because even though the 4B, it has its particular ways they want you to move within it, right? But the bottom line is this. Anything in life that you're doing that brings you nothing but like absolute fucking bliss and comfortability is what you want to shoot for, regardless of what else is going on in the world. Like, we got to be real about things too. We have to vote properly for the election so we can continue to have freedom, right? But at the same time, you don't want to be involved in the mess that goes on in black communities, or how y'all say Blackistan. You want to move away from that shit, and you want to be about memberships or clubs or even sisterhoods online, and that turn into real life where women are traveling, women are exploring, women are doing, going, and getting, and living a good fucking life. And when they turn their key in their door to go home, to go to bed that night, there's no one in there to talk shit all night or try to slam them up against the wall or kick them in their back. That shit don't exist. And it's just getting up every day and, yeah, girl, I just woke up. What you doing? And now what you planning and what y'all gonna be doing together. And believe me, when you get to that plateau and you fully get comfortable and nestled into that shit, you will kick your own self in the ass for all the bullshit you have allowed up to that point. I'm telling you, it's coming. As a woman getting ready to hit, a few years into the 60s, I'm approaching 60. Let me tell you something. I have never been more fucking content in my life. I fucking swear to you. I swear to you. So once again, black women, y'all on the right path. And I'm just like so happy. So happy. I'm so happy. I love it. I so seriously love it. I love it. I really do. All right. I'm going to keep watching that video and be happy over here for y'all. Bye.